Hey guys, welcome to 2015 season of Bonedriven TV. It's a new year, we've got some new sponsors, and we can't wait to get started with the action. It's summer here in northern Michigan, and that's 3D season for me, like a lot of you. But a couple of months ago, we weren't thinking about foam targets, we were thinking about feathered targets. The Bonedriven crew chased turkeys from Missouri to Michigan and everywhere in between. A couple of the crew were able to take down some nice gobblers. But before we get started with that, let's check out Ron Resel as he gets ready for his turkey season.
They're just hanging out in that corner. Hopefully they keep doing that. Get one on the ground. On Reslo of Bonedriven, turkey season's just starting out. Opens up Monday. We're out here Saturday. We're going to set up the ground blind, get everything situated, so I have to deal with it in the morning. Providing it doesn't rain or anything like that Monday, I'll be out here and hopefully get one down. I'm going to try doing it with a bow. We don't like to do anything easy, so I'm going to use a bow. There's been some nice times we've seen out here. I've been hunting here a couple of years. Not really a turkey hunter, still learning, so don't make fun of me for not knowing what I'm doing totally. So I'm just learning as I go here. Not the best caller in the world, but I've had a few come in for me and just haven't been able to close the deal, and hopefully I do this year. Stay tuned. Set up right here.
Hey guys, I'm Corey from Bonedriven, and this is my gear. Today I want to talk to you about my sight, some of the features of it, and why I chose it. I shoot an Optimizer Light Kingpin from HHA. It's a great sight. One of the things that I like the most about it is it's an all-metal construction. You can finally hardly find a piece of plastic on this thing other than a couple of bushings and things like that. It's very rugged. It'll last for years and years and years. And some of the features that I picked, first off, I picked the dovetail. I've got a 6-inch dovetail on my sight. That allows me to adjust my sight in and out to match the aperture of my peep, and it gives me a slightly longer sighting plane for 3D should I want to do that. Okay. The next thing that is really nice about this sight is the dial. You can get, the sight comes with sight tapes from HHA that can be tuned for your arrow, so that you've got 20, 30, 40, 50, all of them marked in nice bright colors. And there's no more of taking the ink pen on a single pin sight and marking 20, 30, 40, and then squinting in the dark trying to make sure that you're on the right mark for whatever your distance of your target is. They've also got a nice magnifying glass over the tape so that it blows up the numbers a little bit. So if you're having trouble seeing or your eyes aren't quite what they used to be, it blows up that a little bit so that you can see your sight or your numbers on your dial a little bit better. Next thing I really like about this sight is the adjustable fiber optic. The sight has a dial here that you can turn that exposes more fiber or less fiber depending on your lighting conditions. It's very handy. I found it great during the 3D course because I would get into the woods and my sight would be a little bit too dim, so that I could turn it up and give me a little bit more light on my target and help me hit my mark a little bit better. But then I get out in the open and the sun would be bright and the fiber would be kind of blowing me out a little bit, so I was able to turn it down. That's a really nice feature and it'll work good in the tree stand too when it's starting to fade in the evening or in the morning when the sun's coming up, so that your sight won't be quite as bright for you. So those are some of the great features of the HHA sight. So, if you're in the market for a new sight, I highly recommend the Optimizer Lite Kingpin from HHA. It's very customizable, it's rugged, all metal, it'll last you for years. You can check it out at their website at hhasports.com or at bonedriven.com. Until next time, I'm Corey Upper, and this is my gear.
Alright, this is where we're going to set up. This is north. Sun comes up over here. We're facing this way. That way the sun's behind us when the turkeys come in, somewhat blinding them. You don't want the sun shining into the blind because you're using the whole blackout theme inside there. So I have a black shirt, black mask and all that. With the sun glaring on me, it's just a bad idea. So I have the sun behind me. This is just going to be a morning setup. And they usually, we've been watching them from the road with the binoculars. They come out and strut right through here. They come out right there and then right in this corner and work this edge. Filter all the way to the front of the property. When you're bow hunting a turkey, setting up these ground blinds and getting everything all situated, it's a lot of work, especially if you're doing it alone. And I'll be filming, so I'll have a camera out here, I'll have some GoPros out here, so all that stuff takes time, and I wouldn't want to be doing this at 5:30 in the morning. It's hard enough for me to do this in the daylight, and it's just a lot going on, a lot to get set up. If you got the time to find out where the birds are coming from, and if you can get everything set up beforehand, why not do it, not disturb the area in the morning. I think this is a pretty sweet setup. We got the sun in the east, which is blinding me right now, so the turkeys, when they're out here, should be good. The blind here, as you can see, it's pretty blacked out in there. Pretty dark in there, especially once I zip the entrance. But this will be my little shooting window here. And all I'm bringing out here is this guy here. And a little hen. That's about all I'll use, and hopefully it works.
Now let's head down to Missouri, where T.W. Norman absolutely crushes a big Missouri gobbler.
Hey everybody, TW here. Here we are, kind of at the end of summer. It's hot, it's muggy, and if you're anything like me, you're ready to get back in a tree stand. I'm chomping at the bit. We've been running trail cameras, we have spring plots put in, we're getting ready to start our fall plots, and I'm just sitting here reminiscing on my turkey season, 2015 turkey season. As always, it was a lot of fun getting out there and chasing those birds. I was fortunate to be able to harvest several turkeys this year, to be on some really good hunts, to call a few birds in for some friends and family, and but the highlight had to be taking my 5-year-old son turkey hunting. And I know you've already seen that video. If you haven't, go back and check it out. But it was absolutely awesome. The emotion that we had in that blind was just off the charts incredible.
You got him, Trigger. Trigger, you killed your first turkey. Trigger, you killed that turkey. Trigger!
I killed it, Mama! I killed it!
You blown Trigger! You killed him!
I ended up my season on May 12th, killing my second Iowa bird. Killed him with my bow. I hunted hard with my bow all year and was finally able to get it done.
I'm doing all the video with my cell phone this morning because my wife didn't put the SD card back in my camera. Right now we have 4 hens, 2 jakes, and a gobbler. These two stupid jakes are scaring this gobbler off. They're running him off. Oh well. I'll kill a jake this morning with my bow. Son, I got it done. Yes, baby. That was awesome. Now, I'm sorry it was cell phone footage, but sometimes you just do what you gotta do.
Then I was able to go down to Missouri and hunt with my brother, and we were able to kill a couple of birds down there, and we got some really good footage of a bird coming in that I think you'll really enjoy.
Things just have a way of working out the way they're supposed to, I think. We both slept in this morning, and I called Bo at 5:45 and said, I slept in, what do you want to do? He said, let's go back to sleep. And about 8 o'clock, I said, hey, let's try a mid-morning hunt. I got out here, it's about 10 o'clock, maybe a little after 10 right now. We just happened to see this bird walking, and I said, I think we can get in front of him.
You know, the first few years that I started bow hunting turkeys seemed like all I had to do was go out in the woods, hit the call a couple of times, and in 10 minutes I'd have a big gobbler in front of me. But the last couple of years up until this year, that wasn't the case. I worked harder than I have ever worked to kill an animal, and I could not get a turkey with my bow. But this year, my luck changed and things got a little bit better, and I called in 2 great big gobblers, and my carbon spider came through beautifully, and I was able to take one down. Check it out.
Give me some, dude. Ugh. My heart was absolutely about ready to beat out of my chest. I don't know that my heart has ever beat that hard on a turkey hunt. We're sitting here, we're calling, we're being quiet, not hearing, he's not talking anything. Bo, my best friend and little brother, right behind me, he says, I'm calling, he said, well, he's not gobbling, nothing's happening. And I said, a lot of times they'll do that in these late morning hunts. If you can get an eyeball on them, and you call, a lot of times they won't answer, they'll just come in quiet. And I'm just sitting here, not hearing a thing, and I just kind of glance over to my left, and I just see him at 50 yards. And I said, Bo, he's coming. Did you see him whenever I said that? Were you on him as he was coming in? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I said, he's coming, man. And sure enough, he came right in, shot him at about 10 yards, maybe. I mean, just absolutely pounded him. Hasn't flopped once. That is an awesome hunt. I love you, man.
Love you, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. It's God is awesome, and hope you enjoy watching this. We just absolutely pounded one in the face, man. It was awesome.
Remember when you were a kid playing in the mud with muck boots? We can do it every day. Hey guys, Corey from Bonedriven. Turkey season 2015. It's been a few years since I got a turkey, but got up early this morning, came out, knocked down a great gobbler here in northeast Michigan. It was real quiet this morning. Not a lot of gobbling off the roost or anything. Sat here for probably an hour, and all of a sudden there was a few gobbles out here to the west, and so I just gave a couple quick calls, and next thing I know, down over the ridge, you can see back on the other side of me here, I saw a couple turkeys about 200 yards away. So I just gave them a couple of yelps, and they just came to me right like they were on a string. Two big gobblers. It was cool. I hit it a little bit far back. I actually had to go and run it down and catch it, and knocked out some tail feathers, but I was able to get them all, so hopefully I can put it back together and make a nice fan, because this is a great turkey. This is my first animal with my new carbon spider. This is a great bow. I'm really excited to get a kill with it, so this is cool. I usually get the late season because then I can hunt the entire state of Michigan, and sometimes doesn't work out for me because the turkeys have been called to a lot, they've been pressured and stuff, but it worked out this year. So this is a great gobbler. I'm gonna guess he's probably got, oh boy, that's probably at least a 10-11 inch beard, I'm thinking. But super excited. Great well, start to the 2015 season for archery. So we'll give you lots of good pictures and stuff like that. So until next time, I'm Corey Upper for Bonedriven.com. Thanks.
I hope you guys enjoy the episode we're putting out for you today. It's been a lot of fun putting it together. Stay tuned as we go through the rest of our summer and we come into the fall. You're not going to want to miss the action we have coming at you. Big bucks hitting the dirt, that's what we're shooting for. Got the brand new Hoyts rocking, HHA sights. Man, it's a deadly combination. Stay tuned and check it out.
This has been a presentation of BowHunterPlanet.com. Join the hunt.